Hi, I'm Steve from Linfield in Sussex. So we've just had the garden redesigned, and we've had it done off the back of several years of us being overseas. And when we came back, we thought we wanted to make some improvements to the house, which we got done during the winter time. And then it made sense to finish the job off by getting the garden re-landscaped, which was done by Paul at InsideOut. So we chose Paul really off the back of the recommendation of our architect. And he spoke very, very highly of the quality of work that Paul does. So we invited him round, and when we met him, we became pretty comfortable with what he was going to do for us. So we were happy to go with him. So I didn't know anything about the APL before Paul came round. And when he came round, he spoke about it. But to be honest, I thought it was something akin to a trade association. About halfway through the project, when an inspector from APL came to assess the work that Paul was doing, that I began to realise that the APL was probably a little bit more professional than maybe I had given it credit for. And I think it's probably a very good thing, A, that Paul is a member, but B, the care that the association takes in looking at the quality of the work being done by its members. So we were quite involved in the design work. Paul came around and we had several actually fairly in-depth conversations around what we were trying to achieve and how it may look at the end. And Paul brought in a lot of the technical issues that he would be dealing with, particularly in terms of the different levels that exist within the garden. He also brought an incredible number of elements to the garden that we could use by way of patio, by way of surfacings, by way of support work, brickwork and so on and so forth. And we were probably spoilt for choice. And in the end, I'm very pleased to say that the garden is pretty much as we envisaged it and is pretty much in line with the plan. I think the positive thing that came out through the process is as the work was being done, there were a lot of wrinkles in the project where Paul was able to come and talk to me and say, look, this is what we found, this is what we've seen, have you thought about? So is it an exact replica of what we thought it was going to be at the start? No, but every change to that design we have discussed and agreed with Paul, and both my wife and I think that it's been an improvement on the original design. I think Paul and his team did just a brilliant, brilliant job for us. They were very positive, very open. They were here on time. They worked diligently throughout the course of the day. We were very happy actually to have them around, and they almost became a part of the family given the number of cups of tea and coffee that we were able to serve them during the course of the day.